Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome to Southern Owl's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be decorating this really adorable Happy Fall kit that is now available at thesouthernowls.com. This is one of my personal kits. It's going to come with the sign, the work form. It's going to come with 2 rolls of mesh, but I already pre-cut them at 20 inches. So you're going to get a copper orange dark rust. Oh, I love that. And then a dark brown. 2 rolls of mesh. You're going to cut both rolls at 20 inches. The whole thing. The whole entire roll. And then you're going to have 9 of each ribbon tail. So you're going to have 9 mustard, 9 brown with the copper leaves, 9 of the fun pumpkin, and then 9 chevron stripes. So this kit's going to be a little bit different than my kits in the past. I decided, since this sign has a very adorable bow on it, we're not going to do a bow. We're gonna change this one up just a little bit. So let's come and hang out. You know what? Let me turn on my other light real quick. How's everyone doing today? Welcome in, my owlets. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. That's a little bit better, right? A little bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our work form, and I just kind of like to stand the tinsels up and get them ready for our mesh. The sign we're using is a 10-inch sign. It's one of my favorites. I just love how cute it is. So, like I said before, you are going to get 2 rolls of mesh, and you're going to want to cut them at 20 inches, 20-inch pieces. And we're going to do that cruffle method. So the cruffle method is rolls plus the ruffle, right? So what I like to do is the mesh naturally rolls in on itself, right? So we use that, and we're going to find the middle and roll, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side. So now we have 2 cute little curls and a ruffle. Did I call them rolls? I think I called it a roll. Excuse me. Curls. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to open up wherever twisty tie you want to start. We're going to lay that right down into our work form and give it a nice couple to twist just to make sure that that mesh is nice and tight and not going to go anywhere. We're going to do the same thing with the next mesh. Ready? Roll, pinch the middle, walk your fingers over to the other side. So now we have 2 curls and a little bit of a ruffle. We're going to go right next door to the next twisty tie, and instead of going up and down, we're going to go side to side. And we're just going to keep on repeating that pattern all the way throughout this work form. So just go with the natural roll of your mesh. Roll, pinch the middle, walk your fingers over to the other side, go right next door to that copper mesh, and then lay this brown mesh right in. And we're doing opposite color, opposite direction. You're just going to keep on doing that. Roll, pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, lay it right down in the work form, twist. Same thing. Roll, pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, lay it right next door to the copper, but in the opposite direction. How do I have like red? I haven't even done anything with red glitter today. And I have red glitter freckles today. Red freckles today. Okay, ready? Curl, pinch. Walk your fingers over to the other side. Lay it in. Twist. Y'all are doing great. Thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate you. If you are liking my channel, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm on the road to 25,000 right now, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited to hit that. I feel like, I don't know why, but the 25s are, in my head, pretty big. Pretty big miles over here in the social media world. 5s are great too, but 20, I don't know. There's something about, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of subscribers. So thank you so much for being here, and to each and every one of you. So now we're all done with the top. So we're going to keep on doing that same cruffle method. And we're going to go right down here into the bottom. Wherever you want to start is totally fine. And we're going to do the same thing, opposite color, but we're not going to switch up the direction. We're going to just keep on doing side to side. The reason why I don't change up the direction, because once we start layering the second round of mesh in here, it's just going to naturally fill in all those gaps. So I don't worry about making that complete circle on the bottom like I do on the top. You are doing great, my friends. Guys, if you are new here, I like to call my subscribers owlettes. You can become an official owlette over on my website, which is theSouthernOwls.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of my homepage, and you can give me your email address, and you will become an official owlette. You'll be signed up for my emails, which is great. I let you know whenever a new kit drops or something exciting is happening in Southern Owl's life, if I'm collabing or doing something fun. So make sure that you go on over to my website, theSouthernOwls.com, and go subscribe. I'd love to have you over there. Always a good safety net too, just in case social media ever goes kapootsy. At least I could have your email address, and I can still keep in touch with y'all and let y'all know what platform I'm on or website, whatever that may look like. All right, we are almost done with the bottom. Y'all are doing so good. Remember, this is 10-inch mesh, and they're all cut at 20 inches. I am already loving this mesh. I'm hoping it's showing up on camera because it is absolutely beautiful, and it picks up that rustic fall vibe, and I really think it's going to make our sign pop with that nice white shiplap background against this fun rustic fall vibes. Ooh, it's going to be so good. Okay, so now we're completely done with round one. So now we're going to go in for round two. We're going to do the same exact technique, that ruffle method, but now we're going to do opposite color. So if we started off with that copper, we're now going to put a brown piece on top. And if we did side to side, I'm now going to go in and go up and down. So we're just making that complete finished circle with our mesh to make sure that we have a really, really good base. Also, guys, just a little tip as you're designing, make sure that those tinsel ties are really, really nice and tight when you get that mesh down in there. You want to make sure that your mesh isn't going to move around later, especially if this is going on your front door or a client's front door. You just want to make sure that this mesh isn't going to go anywhere from being, up and down and tossed, open, shut doors and all of that. You just want to make sure that that mesh is really, really nice and secure in your piece. So same thing, opposite color, opposite direction. And we're just making that full circle. So I gotta know if y'all are already kind of designing for fall and Halloween. What do you do first on your front door? Are you a Halloween person? Do you do fall all the way and just skip Halloween? I normally decorate Halloween first, and then I go right into fall. But I celebrate Halloween longer than just October. I'll start decorating soon, guys. So don't judge me when you see when you start seeing my posts of my front porch and I'm decorating it for Halloween. Don't you judge. Okay, so now we got the top, and now we're going to fill in the bottom. Same exact thing, opposite color, but remember, we're just going to go side to side on the bottom. We're not going to worry about going up and down. We're just going to do that side to side. Twisting those in really nice and tight, and then you can just kind of like move your mesh around once you get that second layer in, and just make sure that you're filling in all of those little holes that you might see in your design. But I promise you, once we get that sign on and we start putting those beautiful ribbon tails on, it's really just going to kind of start really filling in nicely, and you're not going to have any holes to worry about. I love doing the cruffle method because it kind of gives a little sass to it with those cute little curls in there, and then you still get that little flirtiness of the ruffle. All right, just a few more pieces left, guys. Y'all are doing amazing. Thank y'all so much for your continued support in my wreath kits. If you are shopping at thesouthernows.com and you're not seeing a kit that you're in love with, just be patient because I drop a new kit as of right now every other week. Every other week I drop a new kit on my website. We might be amping that up next year, maybe, but as of right now, I can handle a new kit every other week. Okay, two more. Guys, it is still so hot here in Texas. August has been no joke over here in the Houston, Texas area. Woo! I felt like we had a pretty good June and not too terrible of a July, but August was like, ha ha ha. Hang tight. Get ready, Texans. I'm going to make up for it. Okay, I'm just kind of moving that mesh around, making sure that there's no holes, and we're kind of just making sure everything's looking great. What I like to do now is kind of just get those twisty ties out of my way, because next we're going to add in our sign. Look how gorgeous this mesh combo is. Ooh, love it. Love it, love it. So you're going to get a 10-inch sign in this kit. I'm kind of debating if I want copper. Nope, I kind of liked it like that. So I'm going to brown mesh on top. And what I'm going to do is pierce 4 holes in my sign using this jewelry hole puncher that you can get at creekroad.net. If you're shopping Creek Road, you can use my code OWL10, OWL10, and you'll get 10% off your entire order. So they have the jewelry hole punch, they have my favorite scissors, And of course, signs, ribbon, mesh, all the fun things. Okay, so now I'm just going to thread these pipe cleaners right through my sign. I'm going to go down about an inch or two. That was about 2 inches. And we're just going to thread it through these little holes that I made. And then I just twist that little pipe cleaner around and around and around. And we're going to do that to all 4 little holes. Oop. Twist, twist, twist. If you don't love using the pipe cleaners that come in your kit, you can always use floral wire. I hate floral wire, so I stick to my pipe cleaners. If you are an OG Owlet, you know how much I hate floral wire. So I stick with the pipe cleaners. You can barely see them, not a big deal. So now we're going to add this right into our design. I put one hand underneath my wreath while I'm feeding in that pipe cleaner through the top. And then I always want to make sure that I'm going through the mesh and not around it. And then I'm going to make contact with my wire frame. And we're just going to loop that pipe cleaner around the frame. I will show y'all when I get a few more of these secured. I'll show you what that looks like so our sign doesn't flop around. You always want to make sure, guys, go through that mesh, not around it. You want that sign sitting on top of your wreath. Same thing, so I just thread it through, always having that other hand underneath. And then we're just going to make contact with the form. And then twist. I go 2, 3 times around. Whatever you feel is good. We're going to do all 4 sides. You could probably honestly get away with 2, but you know, just like to have that extra security just in case. Okay, so now we're done with these pipe cleaners, so we can go ahead and snip them off. These are wire nippers that I bought from Home Depot. I love them. Super easy, and then tuck, 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 tuck. Flip it over. Look how great that mesh looks. It's like it was made for it. I'm obsessed. Okay, guess what, guys? We're almost done. You're doing great. You're doing great. So now you're going to have these ribbon tails that come in your kit. They are pre-cut, but they are not pre-dovetail. So I leave them just clipped like this to give you the choice whether you want to angle cut them or if you want to do a dovetail. I'm a dovetail girl. I love dovetails. So I'm just going to fold the ribbon in half and cut up at an angle. Now these are the Creek Road scissors that I am obsessed with that you can get at creekroad.net. They are back in stock, so make sure you go and grab a new pair while you can. It just really speeds up my crafting time using these really sharp scissors because I can cut multiple ribbons at once. So I'm not, we're not wasting time because we all know time is money while crafting. Unless you're just doing this for fun, and you want to get away from whatever and you want to go hide in your hole, which we do. I do it too, and craft the night away. Then do them one by one. Take your time. Take your time. Get away for a little bit. Crafting is my outlet as well. So I totally get it. This is my little oasis in here where I can do whatever I want. I can throw trash on the floor. I can turn my music on full blast. I can do whatever I want in my craft room. Okay, so these two are going to go together, the chevron stripes with the pumpkins. Now I'm going to cut, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this mustard. Love this ribbon. Mustard glitter Yes, please. Yes, please. So pretty. Guys, if you don't know this, I also have a design group called the Double Troublemakers. We would love to have you over there. Lindsay with Tarnation Creations and I design once a week in the group, and we also teach business. We also do a little tips and tricks along the way, a little bonus material, and we really design the group around you. So whatever y'all need help in, we always ask. We do a live Q&A just to kind of see where the group's going, what y'all need help with, and we definitely try to cater our group to your needs. So if you would like to sign up for our group, you can do so at doubletroublemakerscom. And once you sign up, guys, you get 20% off my shop, Lindsay's shop, Creek Road Designs for our supplies, and also Miss Nicole, Looking Glass Wreath attachments. So a lot of great incentives. Okay, guys, we got all of our stuff cut. So now we're just going to layer our tails on top of each other, just like so. And we're going to find the middle, give it a pinch. And then I want to put this one on top of my brown mesh. And we're just going to twist it right in. And then I like to fan out my ribbon so we can really see how beautiful all of those layers are. So we're just going to keep on doing that pattern. We're going to put the brown with the leaves on next, with the mustard on top of it. We're going to find the middle, give it a pinch, and we're going to lay it right next door onto that copper mesh. Twist, 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 just like the mesh. And we're going to pull and fan these beautiful tails out. And guys, it's just, that's the final touch. This is the easy part. This is the easy part. The final touch, laying these ribbons on top of each other, finding the middle, giving it a pinch, and then laying it right into those tinsel ties. Fanning out that ribbon. Now I will say, be observant because that pumpkin ribbon is directional. So we kind of want to be mindful that our pumpkins are facing the right direction as we put them in our wreath. So just kind of be mindful of where your sign's at, because it does say Hello Fall. So you can kind of use that as your guide as we go. And just kind of make sure those pumpkins, you know, are facing the right direction. Super, super cute. And we're just going to keep on going with that same pattern, laying these on top of each other in the middle. Give it a little pinch. Put it right into our wreath. And we're going to spread out those ribbon tails. Once they are secured in our pencils, you can manipulate them and have them go whatever way you like. I like to do a little X pattern on top because it really just kind of fluffs them out, and it really, you can see all the pretty ribbon that we're adding in. But if you want to keep them in a V, it's your wreath. You're the designer. I'm just giving suggestions, right? I'm just giving you a guide, but you can go off the guide as well. You can totally, totally do that. Put your own little flair onto it. Twist, twist. Spread those out. I'm just loving this mustard, so I want the mustard to be the main. Have y'all noticed? I want the mustard to be the main event, so I keep on like popping it on top of. I just love that ribbon. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Focus, Courtney, focus. All right. Brown next. Right in there. Twist, twist, twist. And then just fan them out into an X pattern. guess what? We're all done with it. Oh, stop it. That's so cute. With the top. Okay, so now we're going to go to the bottom twisty ties. We're going to do the same exact little layering pattern. Find the middle, give it a pinch, and then lay it right down into those twisty ties. But, okay, on the bottom, I just V them. I leave them in a V, just like that. I change it up a little bit on y'all. If you want to completely fluff them out like we did on the top, that is totally, totally up to you. No right or wrong. It's your design, right? So stinking cute. I love these ribbon combinations. I think it really highlights the sign, having this dark, bright leaves with the mustard, and then having this little bright pop of the chevron stripe and the pumpkins, right? It kind of just highlights that shiplap that is in our design. This is stunning. Oh, I love it. If you have designed a kit with me with Southern Owls, let me know. Which kit was your favorite so far? I have been doing kits for a full year almost now. I'm going to have to check the date on that. You know what? I'm going to have to check the date because last year I dropped fall and Christmas kits. So now I'm really curious. I'm going to have to go check the dates, but I think we're approaching a full year of Southern Owl wreath kits. Isn't that exciting? That is pretty cool. Anything that you stick with over a year is amazing, right? Twist, fluff them out. Be mindful of the pumpkins and the sign and which way those pumpkins are facing. Oh my gosh, I put this ribbon. I knew it looked a little faded. I was like, why does this look faded? We're just going to pop that ribbon around. I was like, this looks not right. There we go. Much better. Last couple strands. Perfecto. Last one. You did amazing. Get it twisted in there. And we have one final step. One final step. But oh my gosh. One more step. Your kit is going to come with a piece of wire. You're going to find the top of your wreath. And then you're going to just thread this through your work form. And then push up either with your thumb and bend them up, or you can take your pliers and bend them up, and now you have a little hook to carry it, to hang it on your front door. Don't look at my mess. I saw you looking. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Yep. Love it. That's beautiful. Dark, but with the pop of light. Oh, I love her. Thank you all so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. You can shop this kit on my website, theSouthernOwls.com. That's where you can find this kit or other kits. I have a couple Halloween kits in stock and another fall kit. So go check those out. Oh, I have one Christmas kit. I do have one Christmas kit still in stock. This is August 2025. So if you're watching this a year later and you're like, Court, you don't have these kits, it's because This is from 2025, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate y'all, my owlettes. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day and evening, and I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.